And back again, guys. Hey, I'm Nia. You've seen me for a few days, so you better know that already. Today, I'm here to talk to you about The Hobbit, because that's what I talk to you about every day, because that's my job. And in case you can't read or you choose not to read, I'm going to be talking about Gollum. Brianna already made a video about Gollum, and it's called like My Precious, and it's really good. So I'm gonna link to it downstairs so that you can see her take on this character. But here's mine. I want to start off my analysis of Gollum with the way Tolkien actually describes the character. So I'm gonna be reading to you. Lovely. If you want to read along, you can. It's only gonna be a few sentences. It's on page 79 in this edition. So open up your books and get ready, kids. All right. Tolkien says, "Deep down here by the dark water lived old Gollum, a small, slimy creature. I don't know where he came from, nor who or what he was. He was Gollum, as dark as darkness, except for two big, round, pale eyes in his thin face." That's the way that the narrator introduces us to Gollum, and it's not so much as character. And Gollum sounds really sad, and Bilbo is all like, oh man, that dude sounds sad, but he's just not really sympathetic, because he knows that Gollum, because he had a feeling that anything Gollum wanted so much could hardly be something good. That's why the title of this video is, Are You a Gollum? Because I sometimes feel like a Gollum. Gollum is so connected to his precious, this one thing, that it defines him and it makes him who he is, and he can't imagine himself without it. He is the creature Gollum, and he has his precious and nothing else. He's always hungry, he barely eats, he lives in a cave in the darkness. It's been a long time, but that's the only thing he has, and it's the only thing that keeps him going. I have a similar experience. Not as bad, I don't live in a cave with a powerful ring, but I do have a copper bracelet. I used to get migraines all the time, and they were horrible, and they'd keep me in bed for days just sobbing. And then a friend of mine bought me this bracelet from, I guess, like a street vendor. And ever since then, if I'm wearing the bracelet, the migraines just don't come. I still get like smaller headaches, but they're not as bad as before. And I've read reviews and everything that say this is just a placebo effect, you're just believing it, and so it's working. But every time that I forget to put the bracelet on, maybe after a shower, or I've been cooking something and it started like burning my wrist because it's really like hot, then my head starts to hurt, and I start ripping apart the house or my room or wherever I am so that I can find it and put it back on again. So in a way, in a very like small marginalized way, this bracelet is kind of like my precious. And I don't love it the same way Gollum does, but I do feel like I need it. Brianna in her video said that Gollum is a representation of the corrupting aspect of greed. I don't see that. I see Gollum as a representation of the corrupting aspect of need. He's absolutely destitute when his precious is lost. And you can see that without it, life would just be one long migraine. There.